Today, I'm with Jeremy from Link Custom Painting, and we're about 9 months in creating content together, working together at least once a week that I come out here to one of his projects, and we get enough content to be able to keep him consistent on a regular basis. And I want to make a follow-up video of what his experience has been like these past couple months, because it's definitely a big difference from, from where he started to the confidence he has grown and being on social media.
100%.
How do you feel?
Awesome, man. It's been
Happy 2026.
Yeah, happy 2026,
Looking
bro.
forward to
Yeah,
it.
it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a banner year. I have high expectations, high goals. I think it's gonna be an amazing year. So.
And I want it to be very valuable for everybody that's watching out there. So I do have some really good questions for you about your journey.
Right.
When we first started working together, what was your mindset around content?
So mindset was I knew I had to be better at it. I was basically just posting before and after photos and whatnot, and not to say it was doing much for me, but I know social media, if you had the right person or the right way to do it, it could be huge, and that's something that I want to get into. And it's just a way to go nowadays. So.
Yeah, no, literally everybody's on social media. There's always going to be somebody looking you up on social media to see how established you are. Right. Any doubts or like what doubts or hesitations did you have before committing to being on camera?
Not gonna lie, being on camera, it was scary as hell. I mean, I'm not the type of person that wants to get in front of the camera. Like, I'm more an introvert. I don't like being the center of attention, this and that. And like the first few times you're like, all right, you're probably like, this guy's nuts. This is not going to work. He doesn't want to do anything. But it took a while. I got out of my shell, and what it really was is I started seeing, results from it. And you start seeing results. I'm like, all right, man, I'm committed. Let's do this. But it was tough at first. I'm not going to lie.
No, it did. It was definitely a different type of approach that you had in the beginning, because I did see that you were a lot of contractors. It's normal. You're not used to the camera being in front of you. This is probably something you've never done before.
I paint houses. I don't do videos. It's not anything I thought I was going to be doing. Like, it's not, show you how to paint a wall, but like as far as trying to like do this, wasn't in my, not my forte, so to speak. So,
but something about me is that I'm going to push you. I'm going to help you grow, and I'm going to be there to guide you every step of the way, because I know what I believe in and the potential of social media. I know what it can do for your business. I've been doing it for such a long time now, and I've seen it. I've seen what I've done for other of my clients, and I'm like, if only you just follow my lead, I can get you to where you want to get to, and just don't doubt that process. But it is going to be a process, right? Because
there were doubts. They're like, oh, you nuts? I don't want to do this, but listen, man, it works. It works. So.
Looking back, what do you think you underestimated about creating content consistently?
I didn't think I was going to get the ROI, return on investment on it. Like, I just, I know it's, and something Flo told me right from the beginning. It told me was that, listen, this isn't going to be like, I'm going to come in for a month or two and expect to all right, I'm a social media guy. Like, this is it. It takes time. And I get that. You have to build your brand, show what you're about. And that was the biggest thing that you were telling me about is, I had ideas, and you're like, where it came, where I guess say follow your lead. No, I'm worried about brand. Let's build you the brand. And that was huge. I mean, because I see it now. It's not just, I want to do something like you rolling a wall, and that's not it. It's everybody's doing that. We want to show, what you're about and what people are actually buying. But it just helps. Definitely, it
helps when you're sharing your values. It helps when you're sharing what you stand for and what you don't stand for, because everybody can, share what it is that they do and how they do it. But the things that you share that you don't do also is a huge representation of your brand. And
absolutely,
you're somebody that I've seen the behind the scenes. I'm here on the projects, and you don't skip, you don't take shortcuts. Right. You're very raw with each client that you have, and you explain that this is what it takes. Everything that I'm looking at right now, yes, there really is spackle, mud. Don't come at me. I'm not the contractor, but there really is all of that process that he speaks about in his videos him and his team definitely do that. What part of the process has made content feel easier for you?
Repetition. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's the more I do it, like trying to make the content. Like I said, when we first started, like I just like a turtle, like right in. I don't want to do this stuff. Like, I just want to be in the corner. Like, I don't know, just take videos of everybody else. I didn't want to do it, but repetition, get comfortable with it. And then, like I said, you start seeing the results from it. Like, it's like, all right, man, I see the results. I'm in. I'm committed. Let's do what we got to do. I know some of these funny videos. He comes out, all right, we're doing funny content today. I'm like, but you know what? I'm for it, man. A lot of those funny videos I did have got some crazy views on it, and that's what draws people in. But and again, that's all your vision. Like, let's do this week. Next week we're doing that, and it's a carousel of everything that we need to do, and it's huge.
It helps. It definitely helps when you have a strategy, and you also have somebody that understands the algorithm, the platform. Not just that, but also the sales part, the marketing, the branding. Like, I'm not just somebody that all of a sudden has just shown up on social media and just started doing it. No, this is 10 years of experience, but also I have the 12 years experience in the construction business and did the sales part, did the marketing for a flooring company. And that's where, like, I got a lot of the understanding of the homeowners and their thought process. And I think that's why I just love, using social media as digital assets to communicate specifically to them, because those are your target audience.
Absolutely. Like I said, I'm a painter. I don't know the social media aspect of what's trending, what the algorithms and this and that. If I did, I'd probably be doing what he's doing right now, but I'm not. I'm a painter. So that's why I have him, and I trust the process. So
which type of content do you feel represents you best?
Not to say behind it, the prep work. I mean, any good painter out there knows that I'd say 80 to 85, even 90% of the job is the prep. The painting, that the job we're on now, we're going to be here 3 weeks. It's a big job. There's a tremendous amount of prep work that needs to be done on this job. We'll have the whole house painted in literally like 2.5 days, like everything, but the 3 weeks leading up to that is all the prep. And I mean, that's the stuff that I want to showcase. That's the stuff where I'm trying to target certain clientele, people that value quality. They don't want somebody that's just going to come in, slap paint on the walls. They want their house to look nice. They want their walls to look like they're brand new, like the sheetrock was just put up, like the moldings, there's no dimples or like nail holes or like, terms like boogers or, like noticeable caulk lines or anything like that. They want everything looking clean, professional. And that's what I'm trying to get across, with these videos. What we're trying to target the clientele that value quality. Now, obviously, I will do certain jobs on a case-by-case basis at, whatever, but the main thing is it's my brand, it's my reputation. Like we had always talked about, like, I don't want to come in and somebody's looking for like the cheapest price. I'm not the best fit for you. Go with XYZ contractor, because I don't want somebody coming into this, so that when we're done, somebody coming like, wow, who painted this? And the homeowner's like, oh, it was like custom painting. Like, oh, I didn't do that great of a job. Because a homeowner, I don't care who they are, they're never going to say, well, I wanted the cheapest paint job and this is what they offered. They're going to say, yeah, the painter screwed me. And I don't want that. It's my brand, it's my reputation. So, like I said, I think one of the other videos, like there's a ton of ways to say it, but like, you're not going to get filet mignon for like the price of rump roast or whatever, you know what I mean? It's quality. That's what we're all about. And this is the part that I like doing, is all the prep work, because I mean, it's a huge transformation. It really is.
And there's a lot of contractors that believe that if you say you do a lot of prep work or whatever your process is in one video, you shouldn't say it anymore because you've already said it before. We've said that you do prep work, and that's the most important part.
Right.
In so many different ways and so many creative ways.
I know.
So you're saying the same message because it is what you stand for, but you have to get creative on how you deliver that message. Even today, we found this format that has been working very well for Jeremy, and we put a huge twist on it where you actually was like a little bit more emotional because of the comments that's been
Funny
showing
video.
up.
Yeah, today was all funny videos. Yeah,
A little bit of
Me
funny
dancing around
mixing
like
in
ants.
with the mixing in with the same message of the prep work. So
right.
keep on being consistent on delivering that same message of what's important to you and your process. And we're going to continue to do that for Jeremy. At the same time, we're also going to mix in those, I call them trigger engagement content, where it shows his personality and also helps us with the algorithm and reach more people, because you do always want to reach the non-followers, the people who don't know you yet.
Those are huge ones. Yeah, those are the ones you want to target too. Yeah,
that's where you're really going to see the growth and the opportunity, when new people find you, new potential customers are being nurtured by your content. So when they're ready, they just know who to call.
Right.
All right. What's a video that surprised you with how well it performed?
Honestly, the funny videos. It really was. I mean, there was a couple where I think I'm carrying a box and I'm acting like it stinks when you get older, and then I fall down and like it's supposed to be falling down the stairs. I got a box laying on top of me. It got like 130,000 views. And I mean, for me, like a few months ago, I was getting like literally 17, maybe 20 views on my videos.
Yeah.
That's it. Now I'm getting videos. I mean, not every video is doing that right now, but I mean, I'm getting some of these videos that are doing like 30, 40, 50,000 views, and it's, you know, that's huge, you know, and the, what do they call it? Like the content or the interactions with it, you know, people commenting, that's this, I can relate, this and that. And then my followers start going up, and yeah, it's amazing. I mean, even to this point where like, I was there like the past few times, like, not that I'm going to retire off of this or I can quit my job, but Facebook is actually starting to pay me a little bit, you know. I made a couple of bucks last month, a couple of bucks a month before, just because I'm running ads on my videos because they're getting so many views. So it's crazy. It's freaking crazy.
And it's not about just having a high quality camera, somebody coming in and just saying, you know, I have a $10,000 camera or bag with equipment and I can shoot you these cool videos. No, one of your videos did like 50, 60,000 views and we shot it on the phone.
I know. Right, yeah, that was literally on the phone. That was on the phone, I know.
Which is all about the strategy that you implement on social media. So having a plan, having something structured, or whoever it is that you're working with has something planned for you, so you can so the content can be effective. Have your sales conversation changed because of your content, and how?
Absolutely. I felt, and I think I tried to oversell myself when I was going out to clients, saying, listen, we do this, we do that, you know, this is what we do. And I'm trying to go through the process with the homeowner like this. And it gets a little overwhelming because for the most part, homeowners just want to, you know, they want a good quality job, you know, and obviously price always plays a part in it, but they want to know they're getting what they're paying for. They ultimately want a peace of mind. They're spending a lot of money. I don't want to spend all my money on something and find out it's just, like a better term, getting shit work. So my kind of part of my pitch now is like when I go out to clientele, I'm like, listen, we're not the cheapest, but I mean, I direct them like, get other estimates. I say, I guarantee you're going to find somebody cheaper, but check their social media, check the reviews, check this and check that. But like ultimately check their social media, because that's where you're going to find what we actually do. And it's going to give you an understanding or make you feel like reinforced, like, okay, the guy's not just saying that. Hopefully he does it. These are my videos. This is what we do. You're out here every week. This is what we do on every single job. And it gives that homeowner a peace of mind. And it, not only that, it kind of gives them a little insight into me and who I am. It makes them feel more comfortable with me.
Because that's who they're buying.
Right.
They're
not just
buying you.
They're not buying a before and after picture on Instagram. They see me talking and this and that. So it is a huge advantage. It really is. So
one of the creative ways that we've been using these digital assets is create a long form content. When you get a new estimate, when you get a new potential client that reaches out, send them your long form video of you explaining a very detailed project. Those help very well because it's like pre-selling them with a long form YouTube video before you actually meet them, and they get to see how you are on an actual project. So I do have a lot of great content strategies, content ideation, my content system, what I do for Jeremy inside of our top tier community group. So I'm going to leave that information down below, but I have a couple more questions before we wrap it up. What would you say to painters who think social media doesn't work for their industry?
Keep putting your advertisements in the phone book. Let me know how that works. I'll leave it at that. I mean, if you can't read between the lines on that, then you shouldn't be. I don't want to hear it if you're slow. I really don't. If you don't have business, that's just what it is, man. That's social media is what it is nowadays. So,
and part of business is adapting. Part of business is being an innovator. Being sometimes it's uncomfortable to be the first one to do it, but you have to be that leader in your industry. And watching you grow and do this, you're definitely leading a whole new wave of painters, but also contractors, and also a lot of other people that say, you know what, I should get on social media, because not just because of the type of videos that we create, but because it's you.
Right.
Because they just relate to you. They like who you are. So
and you were even out on the job. We were about an hour and a half from where our area. We're kind of like the outskirts of where, my area and whatnot. And I went to the paint store and I was telling him, it was funny. Like, I'm at the counter and the guy's like, "You're that guy." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Yeah, I see all your videos on Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff." So, I mean, it's huge. It's getting out there. And I mean, that's just, and they want to sit and talk and this and that. And it's huge. I can't stress it enough. Social media is by far the most powerful tool I have right now. So
if you
that and my charm.
And the charm, yeah, you still have to look at it. I can't help you with that part. If you could go back and start content earlier, what would you do differently?
I would start it earlier. I really would. I mean, like I said, I've tried so many different things. I've tried Facebook ads. I've tried Google ads, door hangers, flyers, people, you want to advertise on the diner mats, or there's so many different things I have tried. I've talked to so many different people, and when I go back there, I just pissed that money away. Maybe I got a few jobs out of it, but nothing where it wasn't worth the time, the effort, the social media is just, especially now, is huge. I mean, I feel like that's where everybody goes to look. Who do you recommend? They post on like a group page or this and that. Who do you recommend? And everybody recommends, or, and if they write, obviously you get recommended, they go to your page, they see exactly what you're all about. And I would say it does like 50, if not more, like 50%, if not more of the selling for me. Yep. Like, I don't have to oversell myself with the customer, like this, that. It's kind of like, listen, look at this is what we're about, decide for yourself.
Do you want that or not?
Do you want this or not? Exactly.
Is that your top priority or not?
It's not. Like, I don't have to run through the XYZ of everything that we're doing on the job. It's just, listen, take a look, this is what we do, this is what you're looking for, I'm your guy. It's what it is.
It's been a pleasure staying consistent and working with you, Jeremy. I'm looking forward to what 2026 brings for Link Custom Painting.
Yes.
Where can people find you?
We're in the Central Jersey area, based out of Manahawk. We do, do even go South Jersey, a little further north, but mainly Central Jersey area. Reach out to me. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Google, whatever. But I mean,
and YouTube.
YouTube. Sorry, but yeah,
Go
check out the Facebook. That's the main thing right now. So if you have any needs, reach out. Link Custom Painting.
Give them a call, and if you guys need help branding your business on social media, you can reach out to me directly. I'll leave my information down below. Like I said, if you're out of state, I do fly out, but if you want to just get started and need some type of direction, I do have the Top Tier Contractors community group where I go live. I have Zoom calls almost every night. You get to see exactly what I'm doing for Jeremy, exactly what I do for my other clients. You get to see my editing process. So much value that I'm just adding there so contractors can just get ahead, get started, and know what to do in their specific industry. I'm Flo Menes. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I'm all over. Just you could Google me at this point.
Yeah.
But I have a lot more stuff coming up for Jeremy. Stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you.
All right, man.